week 3. Tim will post our records above. I am ahead 1 game, so this is very, very tight. This is
1 game.
anyone's race. So with
1
that
game.
being said, we're going to jump straight into week 3 with the Chargers visiting the Kansas City Chiefs. Tim,
Deal.
I already know who you're taking. Let me know why you're taking them.
Y'all defense is playing mad trash, and we have some matchups in our backfield that we can use to exploit some holes in y'all defense. So don't be surprised if the score might run up.
I definitely agree. It probably will be a high scoring game. I think he is right. The Chiefs defense is complete boo boo. But I can't take the
Boo-boo.
Chargers. Like
Boo-boo.
I can't. I can't do that. One of us is gonna be 1-2 this week, which is gonna be crazy. I don't want to see my team do that. That's why I'm picking them. Tim, bounce it back to you. Who's your fantasy outlook player for this game?
Oh, fantasy outlook matchup player, look for Austin Eckler. If you have him, start him. On this end, if you were crazy enough to even pick the Chiefs defense, don't. Do not be surprised. You might have to sit one of the wide receivers, either Keenan Allen or Mike Williams, in this game because I think more of the touches and targets are going to go towards Eckler. Who do you got?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is finally gonna show up this season.
Sit both of these defenses.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to be fun.
Oh yeah, we got the Cardinals visiting the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is Murray versus your boy Sunshine. You still rolling with this dude?
Man, look, the talent is there, but let's not forget that O-line is suspect. Just for that reason, I'm taking the Cardinals. I like their front seven pushing that pocket and Sunshine not being able to get it. It's going to be more like Sunset.
And I get it because rookie quarterbacks they have that transition, but Trevor Lawrence is throwing more picks than he ever did in college.
Yep.
Urban Meyer, he said that every week is like playing Alabama. Now let this sink in. If every week is playing Alabama, they've played the Broncos and I want to say the Bengals. The two
Right.
not great teams, and those are Alabama to you.
Right.
Jacksonville, you in for a long season, boy.
Because they're losing at the point of attack. Go watch film.
I think he needs to look at the tape from last year and see how Jacksonville kind of succeeded to where they could have been a good team and use it. Because Minshew had that team rolling, they just weren't winning games. Find a way for Trevor Lawrence to, capitalize on it. It's the Jaguars, so I'm gonna give it to the Cardinals as well. Who are you looking at for a fantasy perspective?
Oh, I'm definitely starting Kyler. I'm starting Kyler. I mean, he's been working this whole time. He's averaging 30 points a game.
I would avoid James Robinson, just for the fact they're not using him correctly. He's seen like 8 carries a game, which is ridiculous. Jacksonville's not, putting him in the lineup, which is unfortunate because that could help control the game a lot and help Jaguars move the ball, but they're not. So until I see that, I think you'll have to have him on your bench. But for now, he's a solid sit. To our next game, Justin Fields gets his first start and he's going to the Cleveland Browns. How you like it?
He ain't going to like his first start. Watch out for that defense. That O-line can't stop them on offense. And the plays that they do, it can go that way, but the defense is going to make or break this game.
So it sounds like you go in Cleveland, but also too, I think we'll see a little bit of glimpse in the future. I don't think Fields will perform terribly bad. This will be the time where Fields takes over and shows that Andy Dalton's not going to come back in the league. Keynote: Jarvis Landry is out. Odell's coming back in. So this will be Odell's first game back. Let's see how he's doing from that knee. Fantasy points, Tim. Let him know who you like in this one.
If you got him, start Odell Beckham.
Oh shit!
It might take a game or two, but when it clicks, and it will, it's a matter of time. Odell Beckham.
But I like the rookie Shorts, the speedy kid out of Auburn, or I like Austin Hooper. I think they're going to be seeing a lot of targets. Like moving on to the next one, we actually got an exciting one. Most people might not find it exciting, but it could be interesting. We got the Washington football team visiting the Buffalo Bills.
But I definitely like the Bills in this game.
Solid. I love the Bills too. Who's your fantasy player to watch out for?
I'm looking for Josh Allen to have him a game.
Terry McLaurin's a dog. He's going to get his touches, and he had 11 catches last week, and it seems like Heineke really likes him. Okay, we're moving on to the next one. We got the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans.
I'm still taking Tennessee. Now we're seeing it click. It took for Derrick Henry to get 30 carries, but Derrick Henry was Derrick Henry. And then we saw an added element of what we were all expecting with the move that they did to get Julio. Julio balled outrageous. Now, if they can continue to do that and get better at that as the season goes on,
I do like Tennessee. I am taking Tennessee. But
mhm.
what I mean other way around, I think this could be a high scoring. I think this could be like 31-28. Or it
Oh
could be
shit,
a complete blowout. It depends on
blowout.
and they
Okay,
don't know if yet I don't know if Carson Wentz is going to play. And if Carson Wentz doesn't play, they've been
yeah,
going back and forth with Eason and Huntley. Those aren't no good quarterbacks. And if Tennessee keeps it a game with them, I got to wonder who the hell Tennessee is. Fantasy perspectives on it. Who you like?
I like Julio again this week.
I think
Hmm.
AJ Brown's gonna go off. I think if AJ Brown sees the one-on-one coverage, you can't forget about the
Right,
dude. He's the
right.
freak.
And he's the X
And
factor on their squad because he's gonna
and
get those one-on-one looks.
the next one we got up, we got the New Orleans Saints visiting them New England Patriots. Is it J-Bo time?
Bill Belichick's gonna come up with a system to make Jameis do what he wants him to do, and that defense is gonna have a solid outing. Mac Jones is fitting like a hand in a glove with this offense.
And I'm gonna agree with you. I like New England as well. I think you're right. It'll be a mixture of both for the Saints, where Jameis will be at. But going into New England, Belichick always knows how to take out your best option, which in this game
Yep.
probably would be Kamara. But I don't see Kamara having two bad games. He'll be better than last week. I just don't know if the Saints can withstand that defense. I'm not saying Patriots defense is crazy, but I'm saying this will be another one too where it's going to be hard to find a fantasy outlook player because I think there's going to be a defensive game. It's going to be like a 20-17 type of game as well. I don't think there'll be no crazy fireworks, but I got New England in it. What fantasy player can you find out of this?
I'm looking to sit the Saints defense, and I'm looking to start Mac Jones. If
Oh,
Lattimore's not in the game because he's had some question marks coming
yeah.
into the week, if he's not playing, they're going to find the matchups and they're going to exploit a matchup. If your best cover corner is gone, they're going to find a way to exploit it.
It's either going to be one of the tight ends. It's going to be Johnu Smith or Hunter Henry. We got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Giants.
Falcons, as bad as that might sound,
Oh wow.
nobody's going to probably watch this game at all, but it might be more entertaining than we might all think. Like
I think
how
it will be entertaining.
I'm looking to see Kyle Pitts matched up with the Giants. I'm interested in seeing how who do you put on him on that team.
This is where you could gain ground on me because I took the Giants for my fantasy outlook. Since I'm going the Giants, I like Sterling Shepard. Daniel Jones is like targeting him 11 times every game, and he's getting his reception. So he's
This is
not
very
getting
true.
his yards. He's not getting his yards, but the reason he's not getting his yards is because he's only throwing him like 5 yard passes and trying to make him make a play. But Shepard is definitely the number one there. Okay, next one we got them Cincinnati Bengals taking on them Pittsburgh Steelers.
Hmm.
Take it away, Tim.
Cincinnati Bengals. Look out for them because this is definitely going to be their biggest effort game because they hate the Steelers with a passion. It's like it's up there with the Ravens and Steelers. It's one of those type of games. So definitely don't sleep on it. Bengals.
There's an upset every week. There always is. So you got to find the one. And this is probably going to be the one. I chose the
Right.
Bengals too as well. If I had to pinpoint anyone on Cincinnati to watch out for, Joe Mixon. I think he's going to get his touches. I think he'll go over 100 yards. That'd be my fantasy player. Next game up, the game of the week. Nah,
Game of
it's
the week.
not. We got the Ravens visiting the Detroit Lions.
Who's the other team?
Ravens, come on now.
I thought so. Yeah, that's why. Literally, I know I'm not crazy. Like, yeah, it's the Lions, and no, it's the Ravens. They're gonna take them. They just won. They took that chip off their shoulder, and now they get a layup. Yeah, go ahead, take this layup. They're gonna slam dunk it, windmill, reverse 360 or some crap. They're gonna get that. What you mean,
Yeah,
Ravens?
Ravens. If I had to look at a fantasy player though, how can you not choose Lamar? Like
Right, Lamar.
it's
But you can take this one to the bank. I bet you
it,
Lamar runs over 120 yards.
and now the next game is another, kind of snooze fest. It's kind of unfortunate for me and Tim as well. But we got the Jets visiting the Denver Broncos.
Broncos are gonna win this game. That's another layup for them. They're going to be able to roll right into it. Teddy Bridgewater and those weapons are going to be able to, kind of carve him up. Don't be surprised if Teddy has an above average game on that day. Don't be surprised.
As much as I really want to go against the Broncos, tell you guys, upset of the week, it's just not gonna
What?
happen. Like
I was about to
it's
say
just not gonna
you
happen.
out, you out your rabbit.
And speaking
Mm.
of another unfortunate game for us, so we might as well just get it off our chest. We're going to talk about the Miami Dolphins coming to Vegas, taking on the Raiders. Go for it.
This is another one. This turned into a layup when Tua went out.
Yep.
The Raiders, they're gonna be 3-0.
I'm hoping Jacoby Brissett find a way to go off in this game. But I'm going the Raiders. I don't know what the Dolphins are going to do. And if you had to look out for someone, play it safe and go Waller.
I'm looking surprisingly that you just said mine. I'm looking as a sleeper, as a little sleeper for the week. Jacoby Brissett. If we look at his track record, he does come in and he does play very solid. Look what he did with Indianapolis. Look what he did in New England.
Buccaneers going to LA, taking on the Rams. Let them know, Tim.
First off, you pronounced that wrong. It's not the Tampa Bay. It's the Tampa Bay
Whatever.
because it's the
Whatever.
Tampa Bay Brady Nears. That's what this is. But let's be real. The Rams, Matthew Stafford, AD, and Ramsey. Those 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 that's where it's at. But the Bucks have way too many weapons. I see the Rams being able to stop and look for AB to have him a game. I'm looking
Hold
for
up.
AB to have a game.
Hold up.
I am.
Hold up. This might change your pick.
What's up?
AB just got COVID yesterday. He's not playing.
COVID has ruined something else yet again. Ugh. AB's going to be out of the game. All right. I'm still taking the Bucks. Nothing's going to change on this. I'm still taking the Bucks in this game. It's just going to be It's going to be fireworks. Game of the week. Definitely game of the week. It's the NFC Championship preview game.
On the Rams though. I like the team a lot. I feel like the Bucks got to lose. Maybe it's too early in the season for them to
Mm-hmm.
lose. But this will be the game to lose. The Rams, they're rostered well. They got a great defense. I think they could shut Brady down. And that AB news is huge to me. Like, that's his number one weapon. I know they still got Godwin. I know they still got Evans. I know he still likes his Gronkowski here and there, but he
Mm-hmm.
depends on Brown. He's his, even though those other guys are as great as him, he depends on him like crazy. But Stafford, he got his weapons as well with Robert Woods, with Cooper Cup, with the dual run game back there. And one, I just like their defense a lot more in this game. I'm just praying the Rams take it, and I think they can. And if I had to choose a fantasy perspective, as much as I like the Rams defense, I'm not gonna do it because I know Brady will somehow, some way put points up. I'll take I'll take Cooper Cup though. That's Stafford's new favorite target. He's averaging
Right.
10 targets a
Definitely
game, about
so.
8 catches. He's going to be a solid top 10 receiver this year. I like Cooper Cup a lot. The next game up, I kind of wanted to do an upset here, but I won't. Um, Seattle's going to Minnesota. Let them know.
Seattle and Minnesota. Man, Seattle is just coming off of that heartbreaking loss. They're going to come out a little bit more fired up than what we all might think.
I got Seattle, but it's hard for me to see Minnesota go 0-3. But for my fantasy projection, I will go with the kid in Minnesota. I will go with Justin
Hmm.
Jefferson. Another thing that will change my mind on this game completely is Dalvin Cook hasn't been practicing all week. If he doesn't show up, then I feel more comfortable with Seattle winning the game. But I'll go with Justin Jefferson. I think Cousins loves him. He targets him a lot. I think he'll ball out this week. What about you,
Yeah, I'm
Tim?
going to have to be on the fantasy waiver wires to get a running back because I'm not starting Cook.
Now our next game. If you didn't think the last game would be your NFC Championship game, this could be.
Hmm.
We got the Green Bay Packers going to the San Francisco 49ers.
Hmm.
Take it away.
Now, Kyle Shanahan versus a very spotty Green Bay defense. That's what I'm watching for. So for me, I'm taking San Fran in this matchup. Ooh, I know. Shock and awe. But Aaron Rodgers is going to have him some pressure in his face with San Fran out there, and they're just going to be able to wear them out and control the clock with possession, and it's going to slow down Rodgers.
So I'll have to disagree with you here. Aaron Rodgers plays the Niners. I know it's been 16 years, but there's
I
stats that drives
had a
him
feeling you was going to say that.
he wasn't picked number one,
Yep.
and that was his hometown
Mm-hmm.
team. Like he doesn't care who that coach is not there no more.
Mhm.
He's like, I should have been a Niner,
Mhm.
and that still drives him. But as well too, the matchup wise, I don't think the cornerbacks can match up well with Devonte Adams. I really don't. Aaron Jones is a solid back too as well. I think he could find his way through. That's why I went with the Packers in this game. I like Green Bay a lot.
I'm looking for the Niners to trade Jimmy G or Trey Lance to get Rodgers. No, I just thought of that literally when you just said it. Just like you still can, you still can be a Niner.
But we got the Philadelphia Eagles going to Dallas to cap off Week 3. Let them know, Tim.
These Cowboys look for CD Lamb to continue. Him and Dak, he likes him out there. If you're looking at some of the targets, he's starting to look out for him a whole lot more. If you're watching the games, you can see it. You can see him start to look out for him more. Who you got?
I like Dallas a lot. I like Dallas a lot as long when the season goes on too. Like Dak is looking real comfortable. He's looking like his old
Mhm.
self. Like they could be a threat in the NFC. I really like them. I will talk about Amari Cooper.
Okay.
Cooper is a Cooper. He is a stud receiver as well, and I think that's where the Eagles are going to struggle with.
Yeah.
You got to take one guy,
Pick
and
your
another
poison.
guy going to
You
ball
got to
out.
pick your poison,
Yeah,
and they just don't match up well.
and that backfield's also scary too because Zeke hasn't been doing much, but Pollard has. Like Cowboys got a good team. I say watch out for them because Cowboys are going to be a team to watch out for this year if Dak can stay healthy the full year.
Their biggest question on the Cowboys is how can they integrate Pollard and Zeke at the same time? Because
Mm.
I feel like they're sitting on one of those smash and dash kind of situations, and they're just not capitalizing on it. If they can find a way to
Yeah, no,
mix and
I
get the best out of both of them, similar to the Giants with Ahmad Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs, and then what we had in the with the Titans and I'm sorry, CJ2K and Liddell White when they were smashing and dashing,
man, that was
you can get that,
ugh.
and it would easily be able to just keep them rolling. Now, if they can find a way to get both of that, it's even more scary. So it's just a constant change of pace, and then you got Dak back there too, as far as the pass play action is concerned, and then they got all those weapons. They can figure this out. Kellen Moore is he is definitely going to be looking at some head coaching gigs here soon. If he's not next year, it's in the
Yeah,
next 2 years. Kellen Moore's going to be a head coach for one of these teams. We don't know.
yeah,
That dude that's an offensive
he's a
mind.
solid OC.
Yes, solid.
But with that, we will wrap this all up. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm 17 and 13 on this
Yeah,
season. Tim is 16
here
and
we go.
14. Yeah, definitely. We were only different twice. What that means is I can extend my lead or Tim could take the lead again. This is going to get interesting as the season keep going
Look,
on.
look,
So
man,
y'all better
man, look
stay
here.
tuned.
Scratch that. It's Chargers Chiefs. Put money on it.
You really want to do
Yeah,
this shit?
put,
You really want to do
put
this
money
shit?
on it. We got a
Okay.
wet dub on it. Word. Bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
You get all reactions, everything, money on
Yeah,
the line,
yeah,
game on the
yeah,
line.
yeah.
That's how we
The
going to roll
Chiefs
this.
can kiss my feet. That's what they kiss my feet.
He just he wanted to make me richer today, so you know what? Thank you. Christmas came early. I
No,
appreciate
I'm
it.
gonna take your smooth donation to this gas tank. Watch how this works.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
taking it right to the gas tank.
My 20 won't even fill up your tank.
It'll help. It'll help. It'll help. Gas prices
Right,
going up.
it'll help anyone
Gas
nowadays.
prices going up.
But with that, you guys heard us. We will try something new. We don't know how successful it'll be because it'll be our first time doing
Yeah.
it. But Sunday, catch us early in the morning. We live streaming this Chiefs Chargers. Like I said, we don't know how it'll be, so might as well jump in and try this first
Right.
experience with us. But Tim, you want to close it out?
Where it's the water boys. You gotta stay hydrated. It's your boy Tim.
It's Chris. We taking out. Take care.
Peace.
Peace.